Welcome to your weekend focus for November the 23rd and 24th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. So we have November the 23rd. 23 is really an energy that allows you to realize that there is a protective energy around you that will steer you into the safe ports going forward. But we really have to stand back a little bit and be grounded, not to go to any extremes, not to just spend money, not to take an uneducated risk, or maybe a risk that you've looked at and it looks good, but you haven't really looked past the surface. It's like you need to look at the big picture and make sure that that risk is still a viable step forward. If you had the numerology for the Saturday, it would be a 19, I believe. That would be the Sun card. So the I am. How do you finish that statement? I am. How would you like to finish that statement? I am. Fill in the blank. Nine plus 1 is a 10, which brings us to the Wheel of Fortune. And anytime the Wheel of Fortune shows up, you know that you're moving into a lighter energy. So if today is heavy, don't worry about it, because the heaviness will not stay long, or it will at least lighten very quickly for you. And 1 plus 0 is a 1, and that's the Magician. Ask and you shall receive. Expect the miracles. Then we have the 24th on the Sunday. The 24th, it pertains more to the energy of family. It is the universal, it comes down to a 6. So we're looking at, love. It could be financial gain. Oh, and 23 could be travel. So if you're hoping to take a little day trip or something, do it on the Saturday, I would think. Sun is in Scorpio. Moon, I believe, is in Libra for Saturday, and then moves into Scorpio for Sunday. So, but then, I was going to say, well, one of them's obviously a heavier day, but on Sunday, we also have Venus crossing over Jupiter. So, the planet of love and beauty crosses over the planet of abundance, of growth. Well, let's cut the cards and see what they have to say for the weekend. Our first card is the Temperance card. Now, I do love the Temperance card because it reminds us that we have more than what we really need. When we look around our environments, if you talk to anybody who has lived in a house for 20 or 25 years and they're going to move, or for that case, 2 or 3 years and they're going to move, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I've accumulated. So give it away to somebody and make it a treasure for somebody else to open and find. Clear the clutter. We are in full moon energy. Next week we will have the new moon. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday though. We'll have the new moon. So it is really about clearing this weekend and not having in your life what weighs you down, that no longer has value, that doesn't pick you up in some way, that doesn't make you, skip down the path, so to speak. And it's finding the right balance in our life of too much and not enough. Okay, we don't want to throw everything, we don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Absolutely not. What a bad saying that is, really, when you think about it. Oh my goodness. Um, so temperance is about having more by having less. Have the things around you that really have value in your life, have meaning in your life, or adds value to your life. We have, oh, look at this. The Nine of Cups comes out. Oh, yeah. When we have Venus crossing over Jupiter this weekend, the Nine of Cups comes out to say, dream, 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 dream big. Dream, ginormously. Seriously. New Moon Affirmations. Absolutely. Get the the Post-it notes and stick them up everywhere. And put little sayings on it about your dreams, about what you want to step into, of what you want to manifest. But more so, not what you want to manifest, but what you want to embrace, what you expect to show up in your life. To erase the doubt. Wipe away the negative, the fear, the anxiety. For a weekend. Do it. Dream the impossible. Dream the dream. Grow it bigger. Grow it stronger. So when you have the Temperance card and then the Nine of Cups following it, it's really asking you to dream about things that really, really matter. This isn't a time to really push down your dreams or compromise your dreams into what is more realistic, or I think it's, dream the impossible. Dylan, you have to go down now. Our next card is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands has been showing up more and more all the time. Two of Wands is asking us to call our dreams forward, to summon them into our lives. And there's that moon. So we have the empty box there. We have the empty box with Temperance leading the way. So the less we're carrying forward with us, the better when we step into this new moon. So it really is about clearing house. It might be internally. It might be externally. It might be certain environments. It might be people. It might be things. It might be perceptions. Ace of Wands is back again. Ace of Wands, inviting that balance into your life. And where would you feel more in balance? I mean, are you getting up in the morning and going to bed at night, and then it's like wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Are you just on autopilot for most of your day? How do you change that so that there's a special time in the day for you to have a little bit of joy or happiness, that you take time out for you? Maybe just putting your feet up for a few minutes. Maybe just sitting there and taking in a couple of deep breaths and just letting yourself to let go of that tension that you've started to build on during the day. Is it spending more time with loved ones? So look at your time, your energy, your resources, and where you have been using a lot or not using enough, and how to bring that balance into being. And what are you using your time for? And is it something that moves you forward, or something that brings you joy? Or does it weigh you down? Does it burden you? And does it burden you because it really is a burden, or is that your perception of it? Because that's the wording you use for it. A lot of people grumble that they've got to go to work, but boy, oh boy, what would they do without that paycheck? So we shouldn't be so about gotta go to work. We should be saying, I get to engage with work today. I get to go to work. I get to go and play all day at work. Work is it brings in a negative, because it's like, roll up our sleeves and it's going to be hard. And so I'm going to engage. I'm going to go and have fun. I get to go to work. Because if you get to go to work, then you get a paycheck. And if you get a paycheck, then you can take care of the people you love, put a roof over your head, food in your tummy, gas in the car. You can do all those things. So be happy, raise your energy about things like that, perhaps. So maybe it's just your perception that needs the overall. One more, you say? One more. Seven of Swords. I peeked at the deck at the very beginning, and that was the top card. It showed up. I was like, oh, not that one today. But it's here, so it is this one. This is, it plays back on Temperance again, okay? We're walking through that field. We're picking up the things that we need in order to go forward. But we're also leaving some things behind. We're not just grabbing it all and running and, haha, I got more than you. It's this is necessary, this is not. Maybe those two standing up in the ground, which would be much easier to grab than that one on the ground, are both dull and they'll be useless, and I'll have to put a lot of work into sharpening the blades before I can even use them. This is also trusting in yourself, your knowledge, your wisdom. And this is about not giving too much of your dream away to others and talking about it and, raising your energy in that way. Because I think people will kind of take what you said and misinterpret it to somebody else in order to get a laugh or a giggle or, haha, look at them, they're trying to do this. So just keep your nose down today and know that you are walking towards your dreams and your goals, and they'll figure it out. And it's much more fun if they just have to figure it out. What are they up to? What are they doing? And then all of a sudden, your life starts to transform into what you are imagining it to be today. And your tomorrow arrives. So maybe don't overpromise. And it's about clearing. It's absolutely about clearing. I mean, we have Temperance there. But it's also about our dreams and calling them forward. This last full moon was all about making your dreams come true and figuring it out. And it's been a lot of heavy energy over the last couple of weeks stating just that. But we are going into eclipse time soon. And that eclipse was to expect the miracles to happen in your life. And this weekend, we have Venus going over Jupiter. So love, beauty, finances growing. And even with the 24 energy, that often brings a small gain in finances. So be aware of that. Absolutely. Cards are all messy here. Sunday is actually a 20 energy. Did I say that already? Superman pose. I know some of you are doing it, and some of you are quite amazed at how well it works. So I think this is the last real 2 energy that we have for the year. I mean, we'll have December the 2nd. We'll look at the 2 energy there a little bit. And December the 20th, we'll be looking at the 2 energy. But as far as the daily adding up to a 2, we go, this is the last 2, and then we go into 11s for the rest of the year. So it's really about empowering yourself through that Superman pose. Know that you need to be dependent, but you also need to be independent, and finding that balance. Not waiting on somebody else and using that as the excuse on why you can't do what you need to do in order to go forward. Well, somebody needed to hear that. Okay. Your angels are working hard for you. We have I envision more and act less. I envision more and act less. I'm gonna have to read this one because I would think that we've really been in an energy of not just thinking it but actually working towards it. So I might disagree with this card to some extent. Who knows? As you take time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. From that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. Yeah, inspired action is. So, maybe envision more so that you know exactly what you're stepping into. So that your actions actually have a meaning, a purpose, a will of their own, an intent. And it says more inspired ideas and assistance from others. So other people come out and support you. So, because you are, when you envision something and you truly believe that you can step into it, or maybe even 80%, there's some doubt there, but the more you believe in it, the more that you buy into your own dream, it's your very own dream, the more you actually buy into it, the more you raise your energy. And yes, the people that are needed, the supports that you need, the things that you need will come into play. It will show up on your path. So maybe the thing that we need to get rid of most this weekend is self-doubt. Yeah, it really is huge about the dream and dreaming big. And what really matters and what doesn't matter. Don't be looking at somebody else's life and saying, well, I want what they have. Because, that rarely gets a result. And if you want money, then grow it into where you're going to spend the money. Get out a piece of paper and start writing down the shopping list of where you're going to spend the money, how you're going to not only better your path forward, but the collectives, because we are in Sag now, right? With the sun. Did I say the sun was in Scorpio? The sun is in Sagittarius, if I said that. I so apologize. I've been saying it for 30 days, so I guess I went on automatic pilot, but I think I did. Look at that. See the beauty around you with the swan? Know that you are beautiful. I think it tells you from the moment of your conception, but it was before that, actually, that you were beautiful. And realize your beauty. Realize your magic. Realize your abilities, your talents. And don't say, oh, anybody can do that. Not true. Not true. You are unique to everybody else on this planet, and that's why you need to walk your path in the way in which you need to walk your path. Not somebody else's path, not somebody else's directive or their envisionment of where you're going, who you are. No. See the beauty in you. Partnership, beauty, grace, elegance, and partnership. So partnership is mentioned twice. We do have the 24 energy that really is about families. Okay, so it may be the people that you're family with by blood, and just other people that you are family because of the close relationship you have. But partnerships will be highlighted, obviously, here this weekend for us. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams, you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dreams that you wish will come true. Don't you love how the cards go together? The swan is often associated with the transition from an ugly duckling into the beautiful swan. And in this message, Swan wants you to know that you have been beautiful since the moment of your conception. Your spirit is something that people find beautiful, and Swan wants to remind you that you are loved very much, and you truly are. Swan tells you to look deeper within and around yourself and see the beauty all around you and within. It can be simple things like a flower blooming on the side of the road, a smile from a stranger. Know that beautiful surrounds you, and that might be something that you might want to write on a sticky post-it note this weekend. Beautiful surrounds me. You may be doubting your love relationship, as Swan reassures you that your partnership is strong, and if you are not in a relationship, this is an indication that a long-lasting and beautiful relationship is right in the next pond. So it's a beautiful weekend. It's a strong weekend of letting go, of also dreaming of your tomorrow and growing it bigger than life, especially with Venus and Jupiter crossing paths in the sign of Sagittarius. My goodness. Dream the impossible. Believe, expect the miracles to come into your life. This is a time truly when your dreams can come true. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.